Happening now,
hello,
Ontario Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie
I
is making a campaign
really
announcement in Hamilton. Let's listen in.
With you all today. First, let me say how delighted I am that our full slate of candidates from the Hamilton area are here with me today for this announcement, and that we're here at Neighbor to Neighbor, and we've just had the opportunity to tour this food bank by Charlotte. Thank you very much for the tour. She let me know that 1,700 families are being served, households, which means that about 5,000 people use this food bank. We know that food insecurity is a very important issue, with over 1 million people using food banks across the province. I know while I was mayor of the city of Mississauga, I had to help them fundraise over $2 million a year to help them service the people that came through the food bank. So in my view, this election is really about priorities and helping the most vulnerable in our community, like the people who come to the Neighbor to Neighbor food bank. I know with Doug Ford, it's about his rich buddies and friends, people like Elon Musk, since he won't rip up that contract permanently, catering to rich buddies. For us, it's the people in our community who need us, who are the most vulnerable. So I made some commitments, even during my leadership race, that I want to honor today, because they're the right thing to do for people in our community who aren't being serviced as they should be. As you well know, our key priority is to provide everyone with a family doctor within the first 4 years. That is our key healthcare-related commitment. This announcement will work hand in hand with that one. And we are very pleased today to announce to you all that the Liberal Party of Ontario will double the ODSP for all those across our province who are using it. And since I know, thank you. And I think it does speak to a health measure as well. And since I know you will ask, it will be costed and part of the platform when we release it. So we are all here to answer your questions, myself, any of the questions Ontario-wide. If there are specific local questions, we have some fabulous candidates here with us, and they can answer as well. Do we have a lineup at the microphone?
I can start.
Welcome. Thanks for joining. Didn't we just see each other in Ottawa?
I think so. Is this thing on? Oh, it is. Okay.
Or you have to slouch.
Yeah, no, it's my curse and blessing. I'm Charlie of the Trillium. On this promise, Bonnie, I am just wondering if you would do anything to do with the income limits that the PCs did raise but are still in place at $1,000 a month, and if you'll be making any similar promises to do with the Ontario Works payment as well.
So currently, the commitment is to double the amount that people on ODSP will be receiving. With respect to OW, I really feel that money, since it's a supplement to the EI, should come from the federal government and top up the EI.
Okay. And I understand that, you know, you're still short some candidates, so I'm just wondering if you can confirm.
Very few.
Well, great. So I'm just wondering if you can confirm that you will have a full slate, if that is the case, and if, you know, given the picture of things and sort of the uphill battle that you guys are fighting and you yourself are fighting in your own riding, if we should expect any sort of, you know, focusing of resources in any specific parts of the provinces from the Liberals.
That's a fully loaded question. So number one, yes, we will have a full slate of candidates, where we might even be able to announce that later today. We're just confirming with the last couple of people. In addition, as you well know, we're fully funded. And of course, if there is a newcomer and we needed to move around resources, we have the ability to do that too. Will we be focusing on strategic ridings? We're going to be focusing on them all, because I think all of them are winnable.
Hi, I'm Aura Carreño from CBC Hamilton.
Welcome.
I wanted to ask, the NDP have made a promise to remove tolls on Highway 407. Would a liberal government do anything with the highway?
You know, while I believe in investing in public infrastructure and public transit, and I certainly will look at what we will do with the 407 with respect to truck-only lanes, my priority is ensuring that you have access to a family doctor within 4 years, and to reduce the stress and toll on our hospitals. Because look at here in Hamilton, 135,000 people are without a family doctor. In the local hospitals, there is a 20-hour wait time to be seen in a hospital. So this is my key priority to the people of Ontario, to ensure that everyone has access to family health care.
Thank you. And we haven't heard of any unions endorsing your party. Have you been able to secure any union endorsements? And how important is union support in Ontario and here in Hamilton?
You know, at the end of the day, actually, I haven't checked, to be honest, but at the end of the day, the people will decide, and the people will vote for us. They won't be told what to do or who to vote for, no matter what organization or group that they're a part of. Thank you.
Hey, Bonnie.
Hi.
Liam Casey with the Canadian Press.
Hi, Liam.
On the ODSP announcement, will this be pegged to inflation, and will this be like a permanent thing going forward? Just looking for more details on this.
Yes, both. Pegged to inflation, it will be permanent. The important distinction, though, is that it will be phased over a 2-year period. We won't try and do it all in 1 year. It'll be completed over 2 years.
Like a doubling?
Yeah, we'll start with, start with 50% of it, and then they do the doubling the next year.
The NDP just announced this morning that they want to build 60,000 supportive units to get people out of encampments and out of shelters. Done a lot of work on the shelter system, the current shelter system, which a lot of people are just outright rejecting. Since we're talking about affordability today, what do you think of that plan for the NDP, and are you thinking of something similar to help out these 70 to 80,000 people that are homeless in Ontario right now?
Yeah. So I don't make comments on the other parties and their platforms, because we know that my priority, of course, is to ensure that you have a family doctor within the next 4 years. However, the issue that you raise, homelessness, mental health and addictions, is a critical issue. And all cities, towns, municipalities are facing it. As you say, there are 70 to 80,000 people who are homeless. So yes, we need to build more housing. It has to be affordable housing. And it needs to be supportive housing for those individuals who are living on the streets, some of them facing some vast mental health challenges, some addiction issues. They need to get the treatment. They need to get get through their addiction and into recovery. You know, this is something I've faced firsthand. I don't mind sharing with you that my biological dad had addiction issues, and he left my mom and me. And at the end of his life, his social workers called me to come and pay my respects to him in his final days, and he was in the Seton House. And I'm so relieved that places like that do exist and that can provide the care and support to people like my dad. So yeah, we need a lot more of that, you know, right across Ontario, and the heart hubs that are being proposed are a drop in the bucket for what the need is.
Hi, Bonnie.
And that's Ontario Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie. She's in Hamilton. She made the announcement that if the Liberals are elected provincially, then they will double the ODSP for all of those that use it.